so much food. This is only half of it.
Welcome back to Did You Eat Yet? I'm Victor, and this is part 3 of my 4-part Oakland taco tour. Today, we're going to explore some tacos, tostadas, local salsas, and other Mexican bites at a ton of different spots in various parts of Oakland, west of Lake Merritt. Growing up, I'd mostly go get tacos and other Mexican food around Fruitvale or International, and only really ever went west of the lake to go to Chinatown. But a few years ago, I lived in Emeryville for a bit, and that was when I really started to explore more food in the downtown Oakland and West Oakland areas. There's so much good stuff out here, ranging from brick and mortars, taco trucks, and a ton of food pop-up events from local chefs. We're gonna break up this episode into a few different parts, exploring all these different setups, and we're gonna start with some local pop-ups. We're starting our taco tour today with Taco Sincero, run by Sincero, one of my favorite local chefs that I've had the pleasure of meeting a few years ago. I found his pop-up events originally through Instagram just before COVID, but didn't get to try his food until the pandemic hit when he was selling different weekly dinner menus. I finally got to try his actual tacos and tostadas a whole year after that, and I still remember it being some of my favorite food that I'd eaten in a while. While Sincero's menu is pretty fluid and may change with each pop-up event he does, his menus generally have been tostada based, with some of my favorite Chino Latino flavors I've ever had, and always using fresh local ingredients. Today, I basically ordered his entire menu for lunch. I got most of the tostadas, the coconut braised beef, served with an avo salsa verde with golden onions, the magic mushroom, chili braised mushrooms with scallion and sesame, the bean and cheese, which has preserved lemon braised beans, a cheese skirt, Doritos for akake, and a salsa coreana. Everything was delicious, all on top of some La Finca tostadas. Exploring so many different types of flavors, I had to keep asking him how he was able to accomplish some of them. I also got the omakase quesadilla, which was filled with a little bit of everything and was a great representation of some of the foods Sincero can make. The coconut flan was a great dessert too, not too sweet, and was perfect with the meal. He knows everyone in the food scene out here, knows all the good spots, and sends me food racks all the time. Great guy. Give him a follow on Instagram at Taco Sincero for his next pop-up events, and you gotta go try his food if you haven't already. Provecho by Eder has been hosting pop-up events in Oakland for a bit now, showcasing his roots with Oaxacan food. I tried some of his tacos for the first time a few years ago when he was doing some pop-ups in West Oakland, and had to stop by this pop-up event he was doing alongside Kuali Salsa. Today's menu was showcasing a Oaxacan favorite, memelas. Memelas are made with masa, are a little thicker than the tortilla would be, and are generally topped with different fresh ingredients, and he's chefing these up with his own take on them. He recommended that I try it plain, to really taste it how he enjoys it, and it was anything but plain. Topped with some salsas, cheese, chimi, and herbs, the combination of all these flavors made for some delicious bites. I also got the memela with the smoked tongue, and as a barbecue enthusiast, just look at that smoke ring. The tongue was so flavorful, tender, and smoky, and the toppings were a great complement for it, along with the fresh memela as the foundation. And right next to Provecho, Kuali Salsa was doing some salsa tastings, so I got to try all their offerings. No joke, the salsa mancha classica was insane. Kuali Salsa is a husband and wife duo, making authentic salsas out of Oakland. I only discovered salsa machas a few years ago, and they're essentially Mexican chili oils. As someone who grew up eating Asian chili oils, there's definitely some similarities, and I love the smokiness and rich flavors this salsa can bring to anything you eat. This salsa matcha paired with these memelas were a perfect pairing, and I walked away hella satisfied. Follow them on IG for their next events, and pick up a jar of their salsa. You won't regret it. Xulo specializes in handmade Sonoran-style flour tortillas, and hosts pop-up events around this area of Oakland occasionally, with great menus using those tortillas. I've been able to try his tortillas a few times, and the state of flour tortillas in the Bay have truly up-leveled over the last few years. Bolita Masa is another local operation trying to bring the highest quality fresh corn tortillas and salsas to the Bay Area using local ingredients. Aside from tortillas and salsas, they also host events with full menus as well. I wanted to try everything, and brought home some tetelas, a popular triangle-shaped Oaxacan snack to try at home. Paired with their salsa morita, it made for a really great snack. There's so many people doing really cool things out here. The world of food pop-up events in this area of Oakland is kind of wild, and there's so much good stuff these folks are making that everyone deserves to try. Next up, let's cover some of my favorite brick and mortar spots out here for tacos and other great Mexican food as well. Tacos Oscar is a popular taco spot on 40th Street in the Temescal area of Oakland. They've been around for a few years now, putting out some really delicious food with a great menu that changes almost weekly and always provides vegan options as well. It's a colorful and fun spot with a really nice seating area in the back. The kitchen is inside a shipping container where the food is all prepared fresh. A couple years back, they were added to Michelin's Bib Gourmand list, and for a good reason. Their entire menu is well thought out with local fresh ingredients, all served on fresh corn tortillas using Bolita Masa. So for dinner, we ordered the beef and lamb barbacoa taco, topped with a roasted spring onion salsa verde, pickled onions, and cilantro. The pork chile verde taco, the charred broccoli taco. This is a great vegan option, and I never thought I'd enjoy a broccoli taco. My favorite thing here today though was their bean and cheese tostada, with a bean puree and topped with delicious salsa macha. When you hit up Tacos Oscar, you know you can expect some great tacos with quality ingredients and some really good flavors. La GUERRERA'S Kitchen is a woman-owned Mexican restaurant in Old Oakland, run by a mother and daughter duo, specializing in tamales, pozole, and barbacoa, and moved into this Old Oakland area a few years back, which is when I first got to try their food. For lunch, we ordered a few things off their menu, and of course, we had to start with tacos. The barbacoa is easily my favorite item here. Slow-cooked beef and banana leaves, topped with cilantro, onions, and a mild salsa verde. The toppings are simple, and let the barbacoa speak for itself. Some of the best barbacoa you can get in the Bay. The pescado, a sauteed fish with fresh garlic and spices topped with the slaw, pico de gallo, and salsa verde. The pescadilla, a hard shell taco with the fish cooked in the guisado style. The tacos are all really good, and of course, we also had to get one of their tamales. We also ordered the mango ceviche and their agua fresca of the day. Everything was great, and I always look forward to when I'm in the area so I can stop by here for lunch. And of course, I have to highlight a few taco trucks out here as well. La Santa Torta was one of the first spots in the area to offer birria on their menus early on, serving up some really good quesabirria tacos and tortas. Just off of Jack London, I'd recommend this truck to anyone craving birria. No need for the whole dipping in consomme like everyone on IG does too. It's already juicy enough as is. Good stuff. Taco Panzon is a really good no-frills taco truck, offering only a few items and sets up outside of Ghost Town Brewery some nights and in West Oakland during the day for lunch only. I've been a handful of times and always enjoy their tacos. Quality stuff in West Oakland if you're out here. San Marquena is a great taco truck near the lake and is open pretty much all the time except for Sundays. Nothing crazy, just straightforward, really good tacos. Tamaleria Azteca is a small window on Market, selling some of the best tamales in the Bay. They also serve tacos and other items outside on some nights. I'd stop by here a lot when I lived in Emeryville to satisfy my tamale cravings. This was our taco tour west of Lake Merritt, and the different varieties of Mexican food, down to the regional specialties, is amazing to discover for me. Next up, I explore more areas of Oakland, and then I'll be heading into Deep East Oakland for the final part of our Oakland taco tour. If you missed my other taco tour episodes, go ahead and check those out too. Is there anything else in the area that I missed? Let me know, and I'll definitely make the time to stop by. See y'all next time. Peace.